the makeup is not what make it how I feel about you, how you make me feel, how we get along. You know, at night when we hanging out and we talking about politics and stuff like that, I'm not looking at you anyway. It's dark in the room.
Would you say that you fall in love more with a personality or the looks of somebody?
Definitely personality. Like Hallie, when I first saw Hallie, it was definitely not looks. Not saying that you didn't look beautiful. Look, stop. I'm just saying your personality. I had never, ever met somebody with your personality because, guys, when I met Hallie, she didn't give a crap about, like, at least to me, she didn't care about the way she looked. She didn't care about the way...
I hate this conversation.
She didn't care about, like, the way... She was so herself. Like, you could tell, like, she was not faking anything. She was so real. And, like, the people I had engaged with at the time were not that way. Like, I couldn't be myself around everybody the way I could you.
Would you say that you fall in love?
That's cute.
So clearly he has
He's
he was
mature.
being funny, but he had a hard time kind of articulating what he was saying. I don't think he was saying that beauty wasn't an issue to him because she was ugly. Clearly she's not ugly, but he was saying that wasn't what drew him to her because there's a lot of good looking women. God don't stop making them, but her personality is what really drew him to her. And he said one thing that I think men really feel and women should understand is that she wasn't too concerned about her looks, meaning that she can't do nothing without dolling up and she's so insecure. And she was just herself.
You don't like makeup, huh?
She was just herself because I don't love, the makeup is not what make it how I feel about you, how you make me feel, how we get along. You know, at night when we hanging out and we talking about politics and stuff like that, I'm not looking at you anyway. It's dark in the room. We just talking. You know, when you wake up in the morning, you ain't waking up in the morning with a face full of makeup. Your real face is what I see. That's what the beauty is to me. And beauty is more, you know, people say this cliche is beauty is more than skin deep or whatever, skin deep or whatever they call it. And that's what it really is. Personality is more important. And as a mature young man like him and mature men, they understand that is the case. Like nobody wants to be with a hot, crazy woman.
You know what? Not for very long. You know what else I was thinking about today is that, like, in thinking about how we forgot our anniversary, is that people
Baby, you get an anniversary every day, okay?
People are so focused on this, like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, oh, get married in your early 20s or get, you know, how old is she? And oh, you're past your prime. After you're married, I don't know how old you are. I would have to count on my fingers. Are you 35? Are you 36? Are you turning 36? Are you turning 37? I forget how old am I 40? Am I turning 41? Am I turning, you know what I mean? Like for the last few years from 37 to 40, I didn't know how old I was. Am I 38? Am I 39? I don't remember. So like, it doesn't matter after a while anyway.
And when you're married, these milestones are cool, but do they change?
No.
Like we totally missed our anniversary
by weeks.
Our 4-year marriage anniversary, we totally missed it. Why? Because you should be loving and appreciating your partner, your wife, every day. And then there's nothing wrong with celebrating it, but like it's another day.
But I also feel like why are you counting? Like if we didn't have a date, you know what I mean? It's like we're gonna be married anyway, like infinity. Like there's no beginning and there's not going to be an end. Right. Like we're just married. Like,
5 years. What did it matter?
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's the way that people count. Like it doesn't matter because we're going to be married forever.
I think it's okay that people count, but it's weird if people prioritize the count. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like I think it's cool. It's like a cool thing. 4 years. That's awesome. We've been married for 4 years. We've been committed that long. Neither one of us. I don't know about you.
4 years like a drop in the bucket forever.
Right, but I have never been in a relationship. I've never been in a relationship with somebody this long. So
you haven't?
No.
You haven't?
No. 2 years I think is the most.
Really?
And I got sick of. I was sick of you the first weekend, but I got over it. But anyway, I think that it's cool. Like, but we do try to do things. We do things spontaneously. Yeah. Like we go out to dinner.
We can fit it in with your busy schedule.
We go to vacation and we do things together. So it's not that big of a deal. You know, when you're married, you don't have time to be trying to like, we made it to the 5-year mark. It's like, I don't even know how long we've been married. I remember how long we've been married based on Bo. I'm like okay, we were married a year before we had Bo. So therefore, you know, before he was birthed. Yeah. Therefore, okay, we were married 4 years. Yeah. Other than that, who cares, man? We got a long way to go. And, you know, I think it's
long.
I think it's a beautiful thing. But I will say this: people need to really focus on what they want and not focus on what the naysayers say they should have. Yeah. Stop acting like you need to be married. You need to be happy. I think when
marriage won't make you happy if you're not happy when you're single.
Right.
I wish I could go back in my 30s, all those times where I would like, oh, am I ever going to get married? Is it too late for me? Am I going to find someone? Why can't I, find a man and keep a man in a relationship? I wish I could go back to all that worry and time I spent worrying and time on, and do something way more productive with my time. Read a book, get another hobby, take a hike, sew a dress, do something.
I wasted time being hopeless romantic. Yeah. All that time for nothing. Oh, it's a new relationship. Oh, I'm happy. Is this the one? And I remember how hard I was super hopeless romantic. All I was doing was listening to Genuine all day. I was listening to Genuine all day, trying to fall in love with people. And I'll say this too, it was a task, man.
It was draining.
Let me put it like this. Being married is such a relief, too. Oh. It just is. Because when I travel now, man, I travel and I just have fun. I go to a bar, I go to the restaurant.
Oh, do you?
And I'm eating, and I'm going home to my wife, man. Back in the day, it was like, okay, I got to be a good, this girl sitting next to me. Is she fine enough? Should I talk to her? Man, is this the one for me? Or I wouldn't even know.
So much mental energy.
I can't focus on just living my life, man.
So I would like to implore single folk, if you feel like you're past your prime, you're not, or even if you are past, I don't know, child rearing age,
it's each person
you can still find love. My mom got remarried in her 40s. You know what I mean? Everyone knows someone, your parents, your aunt, who got married in their 40s or 50s on their first or second marriage. So if you're still breathing, it's not too late for you. Don't worry and focus, especially if you're a Christian. God got you. God's got it. Do something more productive with your time than worry about finding a man or worrying about finding a girl.
You know what they do, baby?
Oh, man.
This is what they do, though.
Yeah.
It's
easier said than done. But
they worry.
Yeah.
They jump into these relationships and then they realize, oh, I miss my singleness.